So yeah, if I had to look at my thoughts for this course specifically, I would say, I found it incredibly helpful. A lot of tools that I've never used before, never seen before. I got experience using them. I really got to get a feel for the idea of gamification, which I think is huge. I feel like technology is so integrated in our lives now, and I feel like the students that we teach have grown up in a world where technology is wedded into their everyday life, and as we go further, I think it'll be even more the case that technology will be, wearable everywhere, really. Um, so figuring out how to use those tools to not only make the classroom easier as far as making communication simpler and more easily understandable and more shareable. Um, I think technology, like some of the tools that we've looked at, Remind, even things like Google Docs, just being able to share information between two people, or a student and a parent, or a teacher and a parent, in which everyone can collaborate, is phenomenal. These are definitely tools that I didn't have access to when I was a student, um, and I'm very excited about utilizing them in my own classroom. Um, and that's just the side where we talk about technology with the student. When we look at technology between teachers, going to Ed Camp and being able to not only talk about the different tools that we use, but also figure out ways that we can use those tools to continue to help each other. Twitter chats, phenomenal. A great way to not only share ideas, but also even share links to tech so we can see exactly what it's like, or even share how we use a specific piece of tech. Um, because we won't always use it the same way, and the students that we deal with won't always be able to use the same tools in the same way. Their brains may be wired different. The strengths of their learning style may be different than the next student or the students in your next classroom. And so having access to something like Twitter and the chats really allows us to have a personalized learning network that's bigger than we've ever had the ability to do before. Um, I almost feel like the access that we have to technology now is so great that we've kind of flipped from trying to figure out how to make a technology do what we need it to, but instead now we have to figure out how to best use the technology that we have, and how to be critical in figuring out which technologies are going to be able to be utilized in the best possible way for our individual setting or for our classroom setting. So I think the class has been incredibly useful, exciting, and also um, gave a large enough range of different tools, different techniques, different settings, that I feel like I got something beneficial just from almost kind of being fly on the wall, and also the integrating myself into the use of these tools, and thinking about how I will use them in the future, and as I go forward even further than that, like what technologies will be coming down the pipe. It's fascinating, occasionally overwhelming, but altogether, I feel like I'm more able to utilize the tools that we have available now, and I'm more able to be critical about the tools that I have at my availability, and more able to communicate with a larger network of educators, so that we can help each other be better teachers, and therefore um, offer our students a better educational setting.